Okay. Corporate wants that Shakespeare scene done by Tuesday. What do you guys got for me? Okay. Anybody else?
I go.
All right, I got it. I researched hallucinations. Right? Yeah, I didn't pick it. I wanted witchcraft, but Quinn took it, of course. And I was using the restroom when we were picking topics, so this was the only good one left. So due to my research that I read from analysis, I feel we should portray the apparitions as merely seeds planted by the witches into Macbeth's own subconscious, rather than it being conjured up by the witches themselves. So, who wants to go next? Okay, Quinn, you can go.
Well, I chose witchcraft as my topic because it is clearly the best one available. And as assistant regional manager, I am top dog who everyone respects. And I think I found some pretty interesting things that the other guys will appreciate. So I did my report on witches.
Question. As far as I can tell, we don't have any women in the office, so how are we going to do the scene on witches?
Misconception. Not all Scottish witches were women. Fact. Men could be witches too. Fact. When men were witches, they were often very masculine and shirtless. So, if we want to have the maximum accuracy in this video, we must be shirtless.
So, Quinn wants us to be shirtless. I don't think we're down for it at all.
Yeah, I'm not down.
Nope.
Definitely not.
Not at all.
No. No. No.
I think they're behind the idea. I think they're with me. It looks like I'm finally starting to get the respect I deserve in this company.
No.
So besides what we just talked about, I found out that witchcraft in Scotland was very elemental. What a person did in life kind of imbued them with magic and affected what their body parts could be used to do after death in dark and satanic rituals. For example, in Macbeth, they used the thumb of a sailor to create a storm and curse a captain of a ship. You can see tropes of this throughout all of Scotland, and it doesn't just apply to people either. Animals can be used for very similar goals.
Alright, you know what? This is not boring. This is very enlightening. I'm learning a lot today.
You were asleep.
No, I wasn't. I was yawning. Alright, I was asleep. Alright, who's next?
I can go next, I guess.
Anybody?
I can go next.
Alright,
I'm ready.
go ahead.
So for my topic, I researched Hecate, the goddess of witchcraft and magic, which is way better than Quinn's topic. Like, he researched witchcraft, I researched the goddess of witchcraft and magic. He researched basketball, I researched Michael Jordan. Tell me which one's more interesting. So for my précis, I researched Hecate, the goddess of witchcraft and magic, and I found that Hecate is often portrayed as like a hideous creature, which I obviously do not meet the profile for.
Oh, that's funny.
I also found that Hecate could often be portrayed as a creature, such as a dog. So I was thinking that we should have a dog portray Hecate instead of me as the original plan, and then I will just voice over Hecate.
Whoa, wait, so you're saying that a dog could do a better job at this than you can?
No, I'm saying I can't morph into a dog on command.
I just don't feel that you're dedicated enough to this company. Mine was so much better. I don't know who he thinks he's kidding.
Alright, Eric, take it away.
Alrighty. So, Ivan the Terrible and Macbeth. They're actually more similar than you might think. They both had mental problems. Ivan the Terrible was a bit more kooky than Macbeth ever was. They both tried to suppress dissenting public opinion. In Ivan the Terrible's case, he used his secret police, but with Macbeth, he would hire mercenaries to go and kill people they didn't like. They also had a very, very strong and authoritarian grip over their country. And that could give us some insight on why the people hated Macbeth. And it could also give us a little bit of a picture of what was going on in his brain to see that he was doing some of the things that this other person did. So why not study that other person's thoughts and actions and use that to better portray Macbeth?
You know what? I think we did a really good job today. I think corporate's going to be very pleased with how it turned out. I think we did a very nice job. Sean, see the budget forms real quick. Okay, looks good, looks good. It says we can only afford 2 banquos? What's going on? We're supposed to have 9! This is the best part!
Okay, so like, I was checking the banquo fund the other day, right? And some genius spent it all. I don't know where it went, I don't know what happened to it, but we only can afford 2 now.
Yeah, I spent it. I spent it on swords. When a burglar breaks into the office, what are you going to do? A, draw your sword and fight them off. Or B, say, fear not, for we have 9 banquos. That's what I thought.
Jerry.
What? It's my day off. Go away.
Corporate called. We don't have enough research.
What? So, apparently we don't have enough research. So, adding to what I was saying earlier about the witches and the apparitions, we're going to portray in our scene the apparitions as being conjured up by the witches, but taking a place in Macbeth's mind rather than physical manifestations. And that's been, for my part at least. So, can I go back to sleep now?
So, apparently, allegedly, we don't have enough research. So, they had to pull me in on my Dungeons and Dragons day. I'm keeping the rest of the group waiting. But, earlier I mentioned the witches being very elemental. And we'll be using a lot of, primal nature in our scenes with them. And in fact, while scouting out a place to record, we found a fallen dead tree. And so we'll be using that a lot for the scenes, and especially the witches' scenes, which fits in with our corrupted nature motif. And as also Macbeth, being the straightforward tyrant that he is, instead of going around the tree like a sane person would, he instead goes under it, instead of thinking things through. Yeah. Can I go play Dungeons and Dragons now?
Thrice the brinded cat hath mewed.
Thrice and once the hedge pig whined.
Harper cries, 'tis time, 'tis time.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poisoned entrails throw. Toad that under cold stone days and nights has 31. Sweltered venom sleeping got, boil thou first i' the charmed pot. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Fillet of a finny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake. Eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog. adder's fork and pendulum's sting, lizard's leg and a howler's wing, for a charm of powerful trouble like a hell broth boil and bubble.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble.
Scale of dragon, tooth of wolf, witch's mummy, maw and gulf, of the ravined salt sea shark, root of hemlock diggeth the dark, liver of blaspheming Jew, gall of goat and slips of yew, slivered in the moon's eclipse, nose of Turk and Tartar's lips, finger of birth strangled babe, ditch delivered by a drab, make the gruel thick and slab, add thereto a tiger's cauldron, for the ingredients of our cauldron.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron bubble.
Cool it with a baboon's blood, then the charm is firm and good.
Oh, well done. I commend your pains, and every one shall share in the gains. And now about the cauldron sing, live elves and fairies in a ring, enchanting all that you put in.
By the prickling of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes. Open, locks, whoever knocks.
How now, you secret black and midnight hags? What is you do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you by that which you profess, however you come to know it, answer me. Though you untie the winds and let them fight against the churches, through the yeasty waves confound and swallow navigation up. Though blade come, be lodged, and trees be blown down, though castles topple on their warders' heads, though palaces and pyramids do slope their heads and their foundations, through the treasure of nature's germans, tumble all together, even till destruction sicken. Answer me to what I ask you.
Speak.
Demand will answer.
Say if thou wouldst rather hear it from our mouths or from our masters.
Call him. Let me see him.
Pour in sow's blood that hath eaten her 9 fallow. Grease that sweating from the murderer's gibbet throw into the flame. Come high or low, thyself an office deftly show. He knows thy thought, hear his speech, but say thou not. Here's another, more potent than the first.
Born shall harm Macbeth.
Then live, Macduff. What need have I fear of thee? But I'll yet make assurance double sure, and take a bond of fate. Thou shalt not live, and that I may tell pale-hearted fear it lies, and sleep in spite of thunder.
Listen, but speak not to it.
Be lion-mettled, proud, and take no care. Who chase, regret, or where conspires are. Macbeth shall never vanquished be, until great Burnham wood to high Dunsinane Hill shall come against him.
That will never be. Who can impress the forest, bid the tree, unfix his earth-bound root, sweet bodiments, good, Rebellion's head rise never till the wood of Burnham rise, and our high-placed Macbeth shall live the lease of nature and pay his breath to time and moral custom. Yet my heart throbs to know one thing. Tell me, if you art, can tell so much, shall Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
Seek to know no more.
I will be satisfied, deny me this, and an eternal curse fall on you. Let me know, why sinks that cauldron, and what noise is this?
Show.
Show.
Show his eyes and grieve his heart. Come like shadows, so depart.
Thou art too like the spirit of Banquo. Down! Thy crown doth sear mine eyeballs, and thy hair, thou other golden brown brow, like the first.
Aye, sir, all this is so, but why stands Macbeth thus amazedly? Come, sisters, cheer we up his sprites, and show the best of our delights. I'll charm the air to give a sound while you perform your antic round, that this great king may kindly say our duties did his welcome pay.
Where are they? Gone? Let this pernicious hour stand accursed in the calendar. Come in without there.
What's your grace's will?
See you the weird sisters?
No, my lord.
Came they not by you?
No, indeed, my lord.
Infected be the air whereupon they ride, and damned all those that trust them. I did hear the galloping of horses. Wasn't who came by?
'Tis 2 or 3, my lord, that bring words that Macduff has fled to England.
Fled to England?
Aye, my good lord.
Time, thou anti-pest, my dread exploits. The flighty purpose never is o'ertook, unless the deed go with it. From this moment, the very fittings of my heart shall be the fistings of my hand. And even now, to crown my thoughts with axe, to be thought and do, the castle Macduff I will surprise, seize upon the fife, give to the edge of the sword his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line. No boasting like a fool. The deed I'll do before this purpose cool, being but no more sights. Where are these gentlemen? Come, bring me where they are.
Ocean man,